Building in Africa has taught me patience. I mean, you're dealing with 54 different nations, 54 different languages, 54 different laws and regulations. We're talking about 54 different currencies and very little collaboration among governments and very poor infrastructure, especially when it comes to things like payments. So, for example, when you're thinking about collaboration, when you think about the EU market, when you're an EU citizen, you can basically move across all EU countries without having to go through border checks. They have trade agreements and trade, in place. When you're thinking about the US market, you're talking about 50 different states all operating under one currency. You're talking about collaborations in between the states. So you tapping into the states, it's very easy as compared to me moving from Kenya to Tanzania. And the other thing is just that with the cultural differences and nuances into how we basically like to do things on the continent, for you to move from Kenya to South Africa, you have to do some level of localization in terms of your product. For example, when you talk about payments, in Kenya, East Africa, mobile money is really, really big. When you go to a market like South Africa, you're talking about the card penetration is really, really big. When you go to a market like Nigeria, they're dealing with a lot of bank transfers. So I think if there's anything, it's that it's going to take a lot of time. So you need a lot of patience. It's going to be really, really expensive, and it's going to take a lot of time. And you have to do a lot of collaboration with other existing companies and entities just to make it easier for you to be able to scale across the continents.